Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I make new videos every single week and I have so many fun videos coming up for you guys, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss a thing. As you guys know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and when I think of this holiday, I always think of the cute little treats, so I thought I would try my hand at a few and make some recipes for you guys. All of these recipes I have made to be vegan, but of course you can substitute out any of these ingredients for ones that you prefer, but I promise you're not even going to be able to taste that these are vegan. They're that good. As with all my cooking and baking videos, I will be leaving recipe cards in here for you guys to screenshot and written recipes in the description box below if you are interested in making any of these recipes at home. And if you're interested in checking out any of my other baking or cooking videos, I will leave a playlist up here in the description box below for you to check out if you're looking for some tasty treats. So yeah, let's get right into it. First up, we have little meringue hearts. I love these meringues because they're super versatile. You can really use these for any holiday. On Halloween, I even made these into little bone shapes and my family loved them. Anyway, we are just starting off with half a cup of cold aquafaba. Aquafaba is the juice inside of a can of chickpeas, and it can be used as an egg substitute in a variety of vegan recipes. So I'm going to use an electric mixer on medium-high to whip these up. So here you'll start to see it get all foamy. It's kind of like a soapy consistency, but we're going to keep mixing it until it becomes more like a foam consistency with soft peaks. Once you get there, it's time to add in the 3/4 cup of sugar. Now, this is the most crucial part. You should only put the sugar in about a tablespoon at a time so it doesn't deflate your meringue or make it grainy. The system I find works best for me is to sprinkle a spoonful of sugar across the top of the meringue and mix it in on medium-high for 15 seconds, and then repeat those steps until you've used up all your sugar. When all the sugar is mixed in, it should have stiff peaks and look smooth and shiny. Then finally, add in your half a teaspoon of vanilla extract and mix that up again. A good meringue should stay inside your bowl when you flip it upside down like this. That is how you know it's ready. So here I'm putting in some of that meringue mixture into a little Ziploc bag and cutting one of the corners off of it to make a little makeshift piping bag for our meringue. Oh, a little tip if you're using parchment paper and you don't want the edges to come up while baking, put a tiny bit of the meringue mixture under each corner so that the parchment paper stays down. Then you just make them into little hearts. Once all your hearts are finished, we are going to bake this in the oven at 175 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour and 30 minutes for the smaller ones and 2 hours for the bigger ones. Then you have these crunchy, sweet meringue hearts. Next up, we have my strawberry cake cookies. These are one of my new favorite things ever. They are so easy to make and they taste amazing. I'm using this strawberry cake mix along with 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 6 tablespoons of aquafaba, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm folding that in until everything is combined. Once your dough has a uniform consistency, I'm forming these into little golf ball sized pieces. I wanted to spice up half the batch, so I added in some of those mini chocolate chips that I got last week. I then popped those into the fridge for 20 minutes. Or if you're in a hurry, you can freeze these for 5 minutes as well. This just helps them set up a little bit more so they don't spread out a ton when we bake them in the oven. Once my 20 minutes was up, I put them on a greased tray and lightly pressed each one of them down to make these perfect little cookies. Finally, I baked these in the oven for 15 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and once I took them out, I left them to cool for an additional 15 minutes. And then you have these soft, chewy strawberry cookies. Next up, I have another smoothie recipe for you guys. This one is super good and it honestly tastes like ice cream. I really enjoy this. First, we are going to add in our frozen fruit. I'm adding in 1 frozen banana and about a half cup of frozen strawberries as well. This would be super good with raspberries and cherries too, but I just had some strawberries on hand, so I used those. After that, I'm adding in 1 cup of almond milk and about a tablespoon and a half of cocoa powder. Then just blend that up until it's smooth. Then you have this thick, creamy chocolate strawberry smoothie bowl. You can use any toppings you like. I just added some strawberries I cut into cute little hearts. Finally, onto our last recipe, we have my take on a Shirley temple. This is definitely the easiest recipe ever. You just need fruit punch powder and some Sprite. First, sprinkle in about 1 teaspoon of the fruit punch powder along the bottom of a dry glass. Then add in some crushed ice on top of that and slowly pour the Sprite on top to make this beautiful gradient. And that's it. So those were all my Valentine's Day recipes. I hope you guys really enjoyed them. If you did and you want to see more like it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up so I know to make more for you guys. And if you haven't already, be sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on my bell notifications so you don't miss a thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, make good choices, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys.